Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it.
In the design of a modern car, there are many devices and auxiliary equipment that are designed not only to facilitate the life of the driver, but also to improve road safety. These include windshield wipers, without which it is extremely problematic to move in conditions of rain, snow, wet road surface, etc. Let's try to understand for what reasons wipers may not work and what can be done to restore their performance. Peculiarities of wipers operation. The main purpose of car windshield wipers is to provide the driver with normal visibility of the road and the situation without leaving the cabin. Even traffic regulations impose restrictions on traveling in a car with defective wipers. There are certain peculiarities of operation of this important mechanism with which the driver should familiarize himself. After the button or key is turned on, the electromagnetic relay is activated. It selects the appropriate mode of the wipers, movement in intermittent or constant mode, as well as with the possibility of simultaneous activation of the washer. The motor is powered from the onboard network of the vehicle. The connection scheme can be set individually by the manufacturer. The trapeze through the drive from the electric motor transmits rotation to the wiper brushes. They press tightly against the surface of the glass and remove moisture or debris from it. If the entire circuit and its components are set up correctly, then during the operation of the mechanisms there should be no noticeable extraneous sounds, as well as remain streaks or damage on the surface of the windshield. Key reasons why the wiper blades are not working properly. Every driver has had to complain about a situation when the wiper blades are working properly on the windshield surface, but visibility does not improve. As a rule, there is still a layer of moisture on it, which makes it difficult to see the road. However, even new wiper blades can be of little use if there is still a layer of grease on the glass. They simply cannot cope with it. If the grease layer is persistent, the wipers and washer fluid won't be able to do anything about it. The greasy layer will be smeared, and as a result, the driver will be left with a thin veil of water droplets in front of his eyes. It is best to eliminate the grease with a detergent or a special substance that removes grease from glass and mirror surfaces. Read also, what is the service mode of the wipers and how to activate it if the windshield is poorly cleaned by the wiper blades. Then it is difficult to isolate a single cause that could be the key. There can be at least several factors, and they are also influenced by weather conditions and the way the driver maintains his vehicle. Let's take a look at the most common of the possible causes that negatively affect their wiper operation: wear and tear on the edges of the rubber wiper blades, wear of the gearbox pinion, deformation of the wiper rods, poor compression of the pinion gear to the spring, foreign objects, grains of sand, etc. In the construction of the equipment. How to get rid of a loose fit of the windshield wiper. It will not be difficult at all to correct the situation when the wipers are loose against the glass. The simplest, but not the cheapest way is to replace them with new ones. However, in some cases it is quite possible to do without spending extra money. We should start with the following. Every time we leave the vehicle for a long time, wipers are better to lift above the surface of the windshield. Leaving them pressed against it deforms the soft surface of the rubber, and this is especially true in winter when the frosty air still affects. It is not necessary to push them off, but enough to put any homemade spacers, for example, the same matchboxes. In other words, if we want to ensure tight fit of the wipers again, we will have to disassemble the construction and take out the spring. After that, it is necessary to partially reduce its length in order to form the necessary pressing force. It is not easy to do this, so only metal specialists with experience, tools, and perseverance can do it. It is another matter if the wipers do not fit properly in the center due to oil on the rubber parts of the product, which often happens when washing at automatic self-service washing stations. What to do in such situations? It is necessary to use specialized means of auto chemistry and degrease the elastic elements of the design, after which the degree of adhesion will definitely improve. Read also, for what reasons the car can pull to the right or left and how to fix it in the winter season. Windshield wipers suffer. Even more, especially when it comes to frame structures. They get clogged with snow, which periodically melts and then freezes. As a result, the frame is not able to perfectly adhere to the windshield. The solution may be either turning on the heater with heating the glass surface or the use of defrosting autochemistry. Please note, in no case it is recommended to turn on the windshield wipers, frozen or stuck to the surface, or try to tear them off by force. This will not only damage the elastic working part, but can also disable the electric drive of the design. How to treat wiper blades for better cleaning. One of the most famous and accessible methods to return the wipers to their former physical qualities is the most ordinary glycerin, which can be bought in any pharmacy. But first you should remove the rubbers from the wipers, clean them from dust and dirt, wash and dry them well. After that, they are treated with a layer of glycerin, let it dry, then retreated with another layer. This layer will be absorbed in practice a little worse, so you will have to remove the glycerin residue with a dry rag. You can put the rubber bands back in their original place and check their performance. What does this treatment give? Glycerin, first of all, softens the rubber. It becomes more elastic and less likely to crack in frost. However, it makes sense to apply such a technique only for relatively unaffected products, and only once during their operation. Each subsequent treatment will lead to the fact that the quality of the material is significantly reduced, and it will simply begin to scratch the glass. Friends, thus, glass cleaners need to be monitored with sufficient regularity to ensure that they work properly and safely. Surely many of you have had your own interesting experiences with such situations. Feel free to share them with us in the comments below. In conclusion, understanding the causes of poor windshield wiper cleaning is essential for maintaining clear visibility while driving. Factors such as worn-out blades, inadequate washer fluid, and dirty windshields can significantly impact wiper performance. Regular maintenance, including replacing blades and ensuring your washer system is functioning properly, can help prevent these issues. By addressing these common problems, you can enhance your safety on the road and ensure a smoother driving experience. Thank you for watching, and drive safely.